Korg Toneworks AX3B Bass pedal. Let's have a listen to some of the synth sounds. Okay, so that's 10 synth patches that I've come up with probably in about 10 minutes of working on it. Using a very cheap, crummy bass guitar, using a cable that's pretty much had it, so really anything that you're going to hear at your place is probably going to sound a bit better than what you're hearing on this video. You start off in your program section, that allows you to switch through your patches, no problem at all. If you want to write something, you're in position number 2 there, and you just double click on write, and then CP for complete will come up. Okay, pre-effects, you look at your top line of pre-effects there, F0 to F9, presumably the F stands for function, will correspond with each of the ones on that list there. So if I'm on number 9, for example, then I'm on bass synth. If I'm on number 5, then I'm on chorus and flanger together. So let's just try adding a little bit of that. Sure enough, that is chorus and flanger. Okay. To change the settings within each effect, you've got your master setting there, which in this case is the speed of the effect. In parameter, you'll get P followed by a number. That's each of your parameters. By pressing up, you're going through the parameters. You can have up to 5 parameters for each effect, depending on what you choose. So at first I thought that was a pretty unwieldy way to edit your effects, but now I'm thinking that it's all done with one finger pretty much, up, down, and then just spinning this dial, which is very, very easy to turn. It's actually a really, really good system. So you choose your effect and then switch to the next one, which is parameters. Choose your parameters and edit them with that very easy 2-button, 1-finger method. Okay, so this is the drive section. And again, we just look on our list here at our list of drives and choose whatever sounds good. Obviously this is a pretty crazy sound here, but you've got your master setting for your drive effect. Then you go into your parameters section, which is the next click on the dial, and simply flick through your parameters. This time we have 4 parameters. You could go to the manual and choose what they are, but I prefer to just adjust the parameters and just get a feel for what sounds good. Next one, level. Simply setting the level of the effect. And our noise reduction. And there's also a choice of cabinets to choose from as well. Depending on the effects, that may not be available sometimes. Depends on what drive you've chosen. Modulation, usually my favorite section. Again, we've got 9 kinds of modulation on our list here. And it's the F0 through to F9 again. So let's say we went up to our Filtron. We might have to turn that, that flanger to something else. Something a bit more sensible. So we can hear what the effects are actually doing. So we're getting back into synth territory here. And change our parameters. And finally add some delay or reverb. This pedal has really nice delays on it. There's a couple of interesting ones to choose from, and the reverbs are good too. But for the moment I'm going to stick with the delay. The one I want to show you was F2, which is modulation delay. And we'll put it up to full power. Go to parameters. Now this delay reverberates more with each subsequent echo of your sound. Okay, so let's try to get that happening. Okay, so I've got my feedback on maximum there. Feedback being parameter number 2. So it gives you a nice cavernous sort of a feel. In fact, that's a pretty nice grunty sort of sound we got. Okay, so I'll switch to a more simple delay. And we might try upping the drive a little bit to something a bit more intense. So there it is, guys. We've gone through a range of interesting sounds there, simply with a few turns of that and a few presses of these and a few turns of that. And I reckon the AX3B is a really fun pedal for a bass player. There's plenty of depth in it. So that's the Korg ToneWorks AX3B. Thanks for watching, guys.